In the manner of the old disputes between the Israeli military establishment and former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a number of generals and security officials came out yesterday with leaks to the media in which they attacked Prime Minister Naftali, based on his recent statements regarding starting to use the missile intercept system with modern weapons based on laser beams, within 1 year. Officials promised this statements devoid of substance, and accused him of misleading the public for narrow political purposes. They stressed that the army needs at least 3 years to start using the new weapon, that is, after it finishes building its term as Prime Minister, which is supposed to take place in June 2023. They saw that it aims to record the achievement in its name from now on, and that it does so arrogantly. Insolence, taking advantage of the law that prevents army commanders from speaking in the media. He declares things he knows full well that they know are not true. Bennett had delivered a speech before the annual conference of the National Security Research Institute in Tel Aviv, the day before yesterday, Tuesday, in which he said that the laser system for intercepting missiles was close to reaching the army, thanks to his government. He presented the issue in the narration of Hikayah for the purpose of suspense, and he said, "The current situation, for example, is that a person named Ahmed is in Khan Yunis, carrying on the launch pad a homemade rocket that costs several $100s to launch towards Israel, and in return the cost of the missile is the objection fired by the Iron Dome system we have is tens of thousands of dollars. It is an illogical equation that allows Ahmed to fire more, Qassam, shells and makes us spend millions on each lightning bolt, like the one mentioned, and billions during war battles. We have made a decision to break this equation, and it will be broken in just a few years." Bennett added, "Within about 1 year, the IDF will introduce the laser interceptor system into service, and this will be done first on an experimental basis and then in an operational manner, and it will be installed first in the southern region and then in other places. This will enable us, in the medium and long term, to surround Israel with a laser wall that protects us from missiles, rockets, drones and other threats, which will practically strip the enemy of the strongest card it has against us." He believed that the equation would be reversed, and that they will invest a lot while we will invest a little. If we are able to intercept a missile or a rocket-propelled grenade with an electric pulse that costs only a few dollars, we will practically neutralize the fire belt that Iran has formed on our borders. This new generation of Israeli air defenses may also be used by friendly countries in the region, which are also exposed to serious threats from Iran and its proxies. Here, Bennett confirmed the government's leadership in this achievement, and believed that the huge sums required for the development of the laser interception system will be available as a result of the rapid economic growth in Israel, and that the funds that will be collected will be used to increase the military power. This increase will allow the implementation of many important operations against Iran and will stop the military confrontations in the region. The security calm that will occur will allow the economy to continue to grow. As a result, yesterday, Wednesday, Israeli security officials made statements questioning Bennett's statements and asserting that the development of the laser interception system could not take place during the time period mentioned by Bennett, but rather within at least 3 years. They explained that Bennett delivered his speech without consulting with them. They expressed their fear that his words would harm the procedures for developing the system, and present a false scene before Israel's partners in the development process. They said his present